Your fuel is more expensive, your favorite food has gone missing from the shelves, your domestic currency is losing value. Tonight, let's focus on the last one, your currency. Chances are it has lost value in the last few months. Take the Japanese yen, for example. It's down 18% compared to the US dollar this year. $1 now equals 136 yen. And this is a 24-year low. Compare that to February when Russia invaded. $1 was equal to 115 yen. You see the difference? Same story in South Korea. Their currency is called the won. In February, $1 was trading at 1200 won. Today, it has reached 1300. The Philippine currency also crashed today. $1 now equals more than 54 Philippine pesos. It's the lowest value in 17 years. No currency has been spared in this crash. The Indian rupee, we've been telling you, is down. The Chinese yuan is down. The euro is down. But guess which currency is not down? The Russian ruble. Let me show you some numbers. On the day of the invasion, $1 equaled 85 rubles. Then came the sanctions, the trade embargoes, the boycotts. All of it was supposed to break the Russian economy. Do you remember what Joe Biden said back in the month of March? He said the ruble is now ROUBLE. Well, that ruble is now the best performing currency in the world. It is up 35% this year. $1 now equals 53 rubles. The question is how? How did this happen? The sanctions were supposed to make the ruble worthless. So why is it setting new records? Because of three reasons. Number one, Russia's capital control measures. The central bank has designed policies to keep money inside Russia. I'll give you an example. Imagine you run a company in Russia. You have business operations outside the country as well. Every year you earn $100 million. According to new laws, 80% of that revenue will be converted into rubles. In this example, $80 million. Such measures have increased the demand for rubles. It kept capital from fleeing Russia. Reason number two, gas payments in rubles. European companies used to pay Russia in euros. After the invasion, Russia changed that policy. They demanded payments in rubles. So once again, demand for the Russian currency has gone up. Reason number three, import controls. If you import more goods, you need more dollars. But Russia has done the opposite. They cut down on foreign imports. And the result is this. They've needed fewer dollars in the last few months. So the strengthening ruble is not really an organic market reaction. It has been designed by the Russian government. The problem is they may have overdone it. According to market experts, the dollar should be around 70 to 80 rubles. Instead, it's trading at 53. Which means Russian exports are less competitive, which includes gas, oil, fertilizers, food grains. All of it costs more in foreign markets. So the strong showing by the ruble is a 50-50 result, really. Yes, it has kept the exchange rate stable, but every other indicator is looking bad in Russia. Inflation, it's at 17%. GDP is expected to fall 7.8%. Unemployment is expected to hit 9%, and these shock waves are not limited to Russia, really. In Britain, inflation has topped 9.1%. This is the highest level in almost 40 years, 40, the highest in 4 decades. The Bank of England fears the worst is yet to come. They're predicting 11% inflation by the end of 2022. And workers are already in rebellion. On Tuesday, rail workers struck work. We told you about this. Rumor is teachers are planning something similar now. All of them are asking for inflation relief, maybe a wage hike or a tax cut. But Boris Johnson has refused to give in. His government fears a repeat of the 1970s. Back then, the government increased wages to cope with inflation, to give people some relief. But that move was counterproductive. Britain ended up descending into an inflation spiral. And at the end of that spiral, you will probably find Sri Lanka. Their economy has completely collapsed. The Prime Minister said as much in Parliament. The economy has collapsed, he said.